Hello everyone. Our next presenter, Ryan Eubanks, he's here and he's my student, and this work he did under my guidance. And from his presentation, what you will know, you will know how self-driving car works, and also he will show his self-driving car. Okay? So let us, see what he has.
All right, well, hello everyone. As you know, my name is Ryan Eubanks, and thanks to Dr. Ghosh for letting me do this project. So anyways, many of you may not believe me, but I do have a self-driving car. Now, it may not be out in the parking lot right now, but you will find out here shortly. Now, why would a self-driving car be very beneficial to students? Well, for me, I have way too much homework to do throughout the day, and just being able to just maybe study, take a nap, relax on the ride home or to school would be great. And the good thing with self-driving cars is most of them are electric, as you know, and carbon emissions are lower, atmosphere is happy. Now, self-driving car technology right now is not cheap, but hopefully with here in the near future, innovations can get those prices down. Now, these self-driving car is not just for students. Of course, non-students can greatly benefit. Now, if everyone has a self-driving car, it eliminates the human error occurring while driving. I don't know about y'all, but there are some people that do need to learn how to drive.
True.
And now, some people are like driving through big areas. Like, say you're going to Atlanta, Georgia, or Birmingham. Very stressful traffic, and with all that human error erased, everyone's stress-free, everyone's happy. Now, self-driving cars could be very beneficial too for elderly or disabled individuals. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have had my great-grandma right now. She can't really drive around. If she wants to go somewhere, well, we gotta take her. And so, if she can get somewhere herself, she can go anywhere she wants to. Now, I am saying self-driving cars, great. But now there are a couple things that we have to talk about. A bunch of ethics and legal issues. So, responsibility. If a self-driving car is involved in an accident, who is responsible for these damages and injuries caused? Is it the manufacturer, the software developer, or is it the owner of the vehicle? Now, self-driving car technology takes a lot of data. So data privacy and security is a very big deal. Self-driving cars generate tons of data, including location data, speed, and destination information. If any of these kind of information, like destination, speed, get in the wrong hands, who knows what could happen? So who will have access to this data, and how will it be protected? Now, ethical decision making. So what is the car going to do in a situation where the collision is unavoidable? Now, for example, should the car prioritize the safety of its passengers? Should it minimize harm to others, even if it means sacrificing the lives of its own passengers? Now, the self-driving car I'm testing. The self-driving car that I'm testing that I told you I had, it's a simulated version. Now, fully self-driving cars, as of today, are not available for purchase, and it's very uncertain if they will be affordable for the general public. Now, this car was built in the Python programming language using Pygame. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Pygame, but it's pretty good. Now, before we go into the actual demonstration, let's figure out how it works. So step one, virtual camera mounted on the car will determine where you are on the road. This virtual camera looks slightly ahead and looks for the color of the road. Now, as you can see in these pictures, the road is white. So in step two, you find the road's path based on the color. So we can see that in front of the car, the road is white. And in step three, we need to turn left or right, depending on where the road's going. So the pixels on the right, the car can see that they are white, so it knows to turn right. Now you're going to repeat steps 1 through 3 until you arrive at your destination. Now here's the demo. I'm going to show you the demo of it going through the environment. Now this is going from Walmart to JSU. As you can see, we're driving across the roads. See, imagine everybody, the car is driving everybody, no human error. And conclusion. So, self-driving cars are very convenient for travel, very safe, reduce stress. Now, self-driving cars do have some issues. We still have to tackle some technical, ethical, and legal challenges. And of course, we need the regulations to adopt these technologies. And the cost is still very high, which hopefully, as technology advances, these costs will lower substantially. References and acknowledgements. I'd like to thank Dr. Ghosh for his project. He knows what he's doing. I can vouch for that. But his lab comes in very big help because you really don't have anywhere to really work. Now the student lounge and the airtime is pretty good, but sometimes you just need a quiet place to work on things. Any questions? Yes, Chris.
How would the self-driving car fare on like a circular road?
On a circular road?
Yeah,
Well,
around the bend.
So as you know, the sensor looks slightly ahead, and as that change in the road, you just kind of go with it. Now, this is just a basic demonstration. Real self-driving car technology, hopefully, I can improve upon this. We use ray casting, so you would cast rays from the car and determine distances of the lengths of the rays casted. But that's a good question. Any other questions?
Approximately what year was the kind of one of the first demonstrations made?
First demonstration, like publicly available, or well, Tesla is the first commercially available cars. We have had some before. They were more for testing, but I think Tesla's there's probably around late 2000s. Yes.
I'm just gonna throw, I looked up some stuff on cars, you're talking about like when they started doing some of this stuff. It goes back to like microcomputer age, when we started having that. They started looking at self-driving cars, but the computers, you've got a computer now here that can drive. Back then, they had like a bus with all the computing power in it to be able to process the imaging and materials on that, but it was all the same problems that you have. How do you detect the road? How do you make a decision? How do you do those? It's what you have right there.
We see the computation, like all the computer stuff. That's really not that expensive. You probably have a car right now. All the cars on the road right now. They have tons of sensors, tons of them. But the real expensive part is that humongous battery that's lying on the floor. Because lithium mining is really dangerous and it's really expensive.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
All right. If no more questions, let's thank our speaker.